Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking all about the stats in the month of April in Hamilton, Ontario. But before I jump into that, my name is Justin Little. I'm a local real estate agent here in Hamilton, Ontario, and I love making educational videos about the market. So if you like what you see, be sure to pop a like on it and also subscribe to join the growing community here and follow along in the Hamilton real estate journey. So let's dive into it. First of the month is always my favorite because this is when we get to look at the stats, and I'm a huge nerd, so I love looking at stats. But this is essentially all the residential sales in Hamilton. So April, prices came down from March by about 10,000, just over 10,000 from month to month. So prices are down. Sometimes we see this when there's more inventory more sales that happen in the market because there's a wider pool of sales. We tend to see the price come down, but the median price is about the same. So, 10,000, this isn't really this is just over a 1% drop. I don't think it's that dramatic since the month before we had a $50,000 increase from February to March. We only went back down 10. I think this is just a sign of stability in pricing. Things aren't going crazy. The market's still kind of trucking along. Prices haven't really changed. I don't think this is an indicator that prices are going down. I think it could just be this, we had some higher sales in March because the median sale price is more or less the same. So the bulk of transactions are happening in that 750 range. Let's go next. Let's see how many new listings came on the market and how many sold in April. So in April, we had 1,256 new listings hit the market, and we had 608 sales. Compared to March, we had an extra 200 come to market than March, and we actually had fewer sales. So we had fewer sales. The average price went down. So we had more homes come on the market and fewer sales, which I guess would result in a price decrease when you have more inventory and less people buying them. People start lowering the prices to become one of those 608 that sold because obviously there's not as many buyers out there or not as many buyers buying. So yeah, 626 to 608. Where were we in April of last year? I'm curious how much. So we had less homes come on the market last year by quite a bit. And we actually had more sales in April 2023. So sales are down. Are you tired of the interest rates? You don't want to buy because they're high? Or is everybody waiting because they think the rates are going to lower at the next announcement? I guess that's the question. Is that what we're anticipating? Rates are going to come down, so we should just wait a couple months to buy? Let's look at the total actives. So total actives, we have 1,600. Not the highest inventory we've ever had, but the highest we've had this year, which is pretty typical for inventory levels to increase as the year progresses. However, when we look at last year, February, March, April, the inventory levels more or less stayed the same, whereas now we're getting increasingly more inventory on the market. So that could also, like I said, tie into the price going down in the last month. We have more homes sitting, we have more homes coming to market, and fewer of those homes are selling. So I imagine that's going to cause a bit of a change in the months of inventory. So let's look at the months of inventory. If this is your first time on the channel, what this number means: 0 to 3 means it's a seller's market, 3 to 6 means that it's balanced, 6 plus means it's a buyer's market. So it actually looks like our months of inventory increased to 2.7. So technically still a seller's market, but gearing towards that balanced market. But it did come up. Typically, how does that perform with previous years? So, I mean, it's kind of been all over the place. I guess this is when we had the rate change, 2021, when things were nuts. Actually, looks like February and March are usually a great time to sell. We have really good months of inventory compared to April. Always. Wow. Okay. There's something to make a note of. February and March, that's a great time to be listed and sell. So, what we're seeing here, yeah, months of inventory did increase. So, that just coincides that homes, we're not really in that seller's market anymore because there is more inventory, more coming to market, and fewer are selling. So it's all kind of tying together. Days on market, 40. So days on market was actually faster. So the ones that did sell sold faster. So what that tells me when we have high inventory but fewer sales, but the days on market are shorter, is the ones that selling, if they're selling faster, typically if your house is priced well, it'll sell fast. But if you're slightly off in price, then it can take a lot longer to sell, just because the longer a house sits on the market, the more it becomes stigmatized. And really, just some insight here, the first 2 weeks is typically the when you're going to get the most amount of traction, because what you're doing is you're hitting all the buyers that are currently in the market looking. Once you get past the first 2 weeks, you really start to just get buyers that are entering the market, new buyers that are entering the market. So, we typically start to see most of the sales happen in the first couple of weeks if it's priced well. But for houses to be selling faster, the ones that are selling, I guess there is demand out there, but the demand is for houses that are either priced well, or what I'm seeing a lot of houses sell are the turnkey properties. I'm not seeing too many fixer uppers sell, just because if you are paying an interest rate that is really high and your mortgage payments are high, you're not really looking at spending money to renovate, as opposed to when interest rates were like 2%. So, uh, basically, I guess let's sum it up. We have prices have gone down because we have more homes on the market. We have more homes coming to the market. Fewer of those homes are selling, but the ones that are selling at a faster rate than the previous month. And we are also shifting from a seller's market towards more of a balanced market. So what's going to happen? This is going to be an interesting couple months. I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to see if there is a change in rates. Are you waiting because you're waiting for the rates to come down? What are you waiting for? I'm just curious. Drop a comment below. Anyways, I had fun making this video, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. Take care.